Hi, Matt here from Matt Holman Golf. I just want to talk about an extremely important but simple ball striking drill. And lots made of backswings and downswing lines and sort of rotations and pivots and of course, look, all these things can help. I often talk about these movements making good shots more likely to happen actually. They don't guarantee good shots and what I would say is every good player, they have a great sense of the club head and where the ball is relative to that, and that they're able to get the centre of the club head back to the ball. What I tend to see in amateur golfers, I actually see some very nice swings sometimes, but their ability to get that middle of the club face back to the golf ball is not as consistent as we would see in a better player. So super simple drill for you. Number one, what we see Tiger doing with his putting, here just get two tee pegs and put them either side of the club face quite close, and he just practices swinging through that gap. So Tiger's realised the importance of that even in his putting, and he's practicing that every single day. You know, he's been doing that many years. My first coach, Peter Mitchell, won 7-8 times in the end European Tour, European Seniors Tour. I saw him practicing a similar drill for his golf swing pretty much every day, because one, the foundation to great golf is centerness of strike. So what he would do, he would take the sort of the main golf ball and he'd just place two golf balls either side of that main object ball, creating a very small gap there, and then from there he would just practice hitting shots through that gap. Great for path to impact, centerness of strike. You know, how often do you see or hear a good player struggling? What's they talk about? Often, you know, they talk about, like, I focus on getting my strike back, and then I knew when I started to find the centre again, then, you know, we could tidy up and do some other things. So for me, I don't like the golf balls just because if you hit them, they go flying. Tee pegs on grass is great. I often talk about sort of your stabilisers there. If it's all going horribly wrong on the golf course and it's just a fun round, you know, stick your tee pegs in there. Obviously, you can't do that in tournament golf, but, you know, get that feeling of the centre back. Indoors, I use often these sort of little rubber sort of castle pegs. It doesn't matter. Head covers work great. Those nice straight putter head covers. And I just put one at either side. And what I like to do is 2 fingers width gap on the outside, 3 fingers width gap on the inside. So 2 and then 3. And the reason I do that, you're never going to hit the middle every single time. I think we're going to be safer as a pattern to be middle to slightly outside edge, the middle to inside edge. We reduce the chance of those sort of shanks there. And great drill if you're struggling with either the toe shanks off the edge or the heel shanks there. So from there we make our setup. Just go ahead and hit shots. You know, try and work on that skill of centerness of strike. You know, because if we can't find the centre of the golf club, then to be honest, many of these things don't really matter. You know, centerness of strike is certainly one of those keys, and hopefully these things help.